Hi, welcome to AJ Ceiling. This is our home of our operating room ceiling systems. Our ceiling systems are primarily constructed with structural steel tubing and extruded aluminum. Come with me and I'll show you how we fabricate in the process of our operating room ceilings. Fabrication starts with our fiber optic tube laser. Right over here, everything is going to be pre-programmed into a 3D model, and then the tubes are going to be placed on the machine. They're going to be cut to size and accuracy. We can also cut our flat sheets of steel up to 1 inch thick. So those are also going to be pre-programmed and cut on the laser machine. Up next is our extruded aluminum. So this is our miter saw. The extruded aluminum is going to be cut by length and quantities on the miter saw. The extruded aluminum is the foundation that houses our LED lights. It's going to be placed between the plenum modules, and it's also going to hold the slide dampers and perforated faces. After the extruded aluminum is cut, we then bring it over to our 5-axis CNC machine. On the CNC machine, it's going to cut out any holes, it's going to cut out any notches for wiring or assembly that's necessary according to the layout and the design. Once the extruded aluminum and steel tubing is cut to size, it's then brought over to our welding station. This is where our certified welders, all of our welders are AWS D1.1 certified. They bring it out, they're going to lay it on their tables, they're going to measure it according to the dimensions of the drawing, they're going to lay it out, they're going to tack weld it into place, verify everything is accurate, and then it's going to be fully welded. The grid follows a similar process to the steel tubing, where it's going to be laid out according to the drawings, it's going to be tack welded, it's going to be verified to confirm accuracy of the dimensions, and then it's going to be fully welded. Now we're ready to go through our powder coat paint line. First, we're going to start with an alkaline rinse. That rinse is going to make sure it's free of any dust, oil, or rust. Then we're going to place a rust inhibitor on it to ensure clean surface before we apply the powder coat. When we apply the powder coat, we're going to manually apply that powder coat to make sure it's evenly distributed, to make sure all the corners are hit. Everything has that powder coat finish on it. At that point, then it's going to go to our baking oven. It's going to be baked to create a smooth, durable, clean finish. Once the system has gone through the entire powder coat finish paint line, it's then brought over to our final assembly. This is the cool part where everything kind of comes together and you see your finished product. During the final assembly, all seams are internally and externally caulked to ensure that airtight finish. The quarter turn fasteners are assembled, as well as the slide dampers are attached to the perforated screens. The plenum modules and grids are attached using self-tapping drive screws. The light bars are pre-wired to the drivers, controllers, and the LED boards. The LED lights on our ceiling systems is a critical part of designing the ceiling system. We have tunability and dimmable options to make sure and cater to each individual hospital needs. The light bars are wired and each circuit is tested to ensure proper operation. The perforated screens are attached, the plenum modules are placed together, everything is wired together. Once the comprehensive QA is completed and everything is verified, we will then disassemble the modules and get it ready to prep for shipping. Once everything gets to shipping, it's going to be prepped, it's going to be placed on a skid, it's going to be shrink wrapped to prevent any kind of dust, debris, or any kind of damage, and then it's going to be on a dedicated truck to your facility. Modular ceiling systems are a great solution for quick, easy installation, low downtime, and to provide you the solutions that you need in your facility. For more questions, reach out.